mute myself. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is the first method we're doing with the conceptual estimating we call comparable facility estimates. So basically it's still conceptual estimating. We still need to using the history data, right? So in this case we have two previous projects. So one is 1,500 square feet, and the electronic cost for that one is 45,200, right? And we have a project two, which has the 3,000 square feet, and its cost, electronic cost is almost 95,200. So those numbers are randomly generated. It may not make sense. Okay, so just a testing function over here to make sure you understanding the concepts, the equations, and how to use Excel to perform it. Okay, so first we will have our equation. So if you guys remember, our equation for this one will be the cost of your proposed is equal to your cost of your estimated, right? And put in the here will be the size or the capacity of your proposed divided by the capacity or the size or the areas of your existing. And in this one, you are given a power here. So we're going to figure out what is the n first. So we need to find n first. That is because the n is not given to you directly in this question. Maybe in your exam, the n will be given to you directly because the exam is short of time. Okay, so now we're going to find the n. So in this case, we were using project one as C exiting and as exiting, and using the project two as the cost proposed and the size proposed. So the reason I do this is because we are using those two data to find the n, right? So now we have defined those two things over here, and we're trying to using those two sets of number here to get in here to find the n, right? So how can we do this? So we were getting something like log. So our equation is log, log, right? And you are putting a number here and then the base. So it's most likely this thing is something like log a b stuff, right? But when you type in into the equation with the Excel, your typing will be something like log B and A. So A is the base. A is the base, right? But when you type in, you are being the reverse order. Does that make sense? So now we are putting the number in here, and we know the B is equal to what? B is equal to C proposed divided by CE. And A is equal to the size proposed divided by size exiting. Question?
So you say that they have 4 previous jobs, but you just do the highest and lowest?
No, that is the time adjustment, location, and the combined with size adjustment. This is the comparable facility estimates. We're only giving you two projects, or even how just giving you the n directly. Does that make sense? So okay, so with understanding this, we will be able to using the equation over here to get n is equal to We can put the number directly here. So because I understand most of you is using that and click that one to getting all those reference numbers. We can do old school thing, just putting the number in, right? So now I need to put in the B first. B is CP 95200 divided by 45200, right? And then I put in the base. The base is 3000 divided by 1500. So make sure you have the two braces here, or you see the block over here to close it. So why give me a, oh, here is divided, not comma. Okay, so I getting this number is my n. So I know some of you doing another way, LO, and using that one divided by this one. So it all works, and this one divided by this one. Right, you getting the same number, right? So and also you can show a case. The reason I put the number in is because I can easily to do this, show the equation out. Does that make sense? But if you do like this, you can do as well, but you cannot copy here. You cannot copy here. So you cannot do this copy. You need to make sure it's pump up and copy those things as a text, right? And then you can put a period, a comma up comma here, and then you will see this referred to C6, C6, correct? C5, correct? B6 here and the B5 here, right? So that's the way we can do for this. Okay, so so we found the n. We're not yet done because I told you to do 4 decimal place, right? How to do 4 decimal place? So we were adding a round sign over here, ROUND, and before the log, and given a 4 decimal place, right? And you will get an exacting round up to 4 decimal place. So that is the number we're going to use. And the comprehensive function will be ROUND, and then comma 4. So that is the comprehensive results. Okay, so for n. So in this case, our n is equal to 1.0745. But I told you the n in the range of 0.6 to 0.8 is reasonable. So in our case, the n is out of this range, right? Doesn't matter because this is my make up quiz. Okay. Okay. So we're finding this one. Now we're going back to determine the project's cost. So we have this one, 2,500. It's so what's this number? We're going to using the equation here to find the cost for your proposed one. This will be your size of your proposed. Does that make sense? And this is your size of maybe a night color. So this is your size of your, this is not the size of your proposed. This is your size your proposed. You used it before to get in the end. In this case, this is the size of your proposed, right? So so this is your size of your proposed. Sorry, not proposed, it's size of your existing. Okay? It should be a notes. So this is your size of your existing. You don't need to have notes. I'm just going to let you know clearly here. And this is your size of your cost of your exiting, right? So now you have those numbers here. So what we do, so you have your cost of the proposed new facility of that 205,000 square feet is equal to your cost of your node is come from here, right? Times with the size you proposed comes from here, divided by the size of your node comes from here. And the given n power here is referred to this number. So you're getting the same number with me? And I will do a typing again. So make sure you, this will be 200 times with 2500 divided by 1500, and the n power is 1.0746. So if you want to change this one to the money sign, you can click here, right? So, and then also you can have more options over here and keep two decimal place. But this number we want to see keep 0 decimal place, right? You can do this. Or you can do another way is you can do the round up. So you can do round and 0 decimal place, right? So this will be the final answer we have here. Any question? Yes. Keep the final number as an integer, okay? Round to 0. And for the n, keep the 4 decimal place. For the cost, keep 0. Okay. So I'm going to end off this recording here, and I will share it to